Okay, moving on to the last game that we'll be going over. It's a late game, 10:10 Eastern Time game on ESPN. We got the Houston Astros taking on the San Diego Padres. In this matchup, the Astros will be the favorites, minus 130 on DraftKings, and the Padres will be the underdogs, plus 110. Abhishek, the last game that we'll be covering today, the Astros taking on the Padres, man. Who you got?
This should be a minus 500 favorite, in my opinion. This shit's insane how this is minus 130. So let's get into it. I have one name to say Jake Arrieta. That's who's pitching for the Padres. This man has been the worst starting pitcher this season, period. He was on the Cubs. They tried to see if he had any magic left after, because a couple years ago, when the Cubs won the World Series, he was fantastic. He was one of the main reasons why they won, but those days look far in between. He has been absolutely terrible for the Cubs, so they waived him. I don't know if you remember when we covered that game. It was the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Cubs, and this
Mm-hmm.
man gave up 7 runs in the first inning, and that was all he had. And they cut him, and then he goes to the Padres. And what does he do? Oh, let me see a new location. Maybe they can fix me up here. Maybe I can new atmosphere, winning atmosphere. Let me see if I can change it up. Nope. First start, one in his first start with Colorado, with the Padres against the Rockies. 3 innings, 5 runs. Bro, nothing has changed. He don't got it no more. Padres 4-6 in the last 10 games. This man has a 11.8 ERA in his last 7 starts. 11 runs allowed per start is what he's averaging. As I mentioned, his debut as the Padres, and then he got hurt. So he was awful, got hurt. He's coming back off injury now. I think this is a huge mismatch. There's no reason why any game in which, I don't care if he's playing for the Dodgers, he could be pitching for the Dodgers, and he should not even be close to a plus 110, plus 120 underdog. This line should be way, way ahead. Now we get into the Houston Astros. They just lost 2 straight against Seattle. They didn't score a run. I guess that's probably why this line is so small, because they struggled against Seattle. But Seattle can pitch. Seattle is a good team. Seattle is fighting for a playoff spot. Seattle is a division rival for the Houston Astros. Urquidy, bright spot pitcher for them. He got hurt. He's coming off of an injury. But he was fantastic when he was pitching for them, for the Houston Astros. And he's looked really good in his rehab starts. So that's promising. So in the games that he has pitched in the minor leagues, he has been fantastic. So that's usually a good sign coming back off of an injury. And Houston, obviously, they had a day off. They struggled in the 2 games against Seattle. They got a day off. They're rested. I feel they're going to be Jake Arrieta, bro. He is so bad. It's the perfect pitcher to go up against when you're down. And I feel minus 130, bro. There's no way you can't pick the Houston Astros. There's no way you should be picking the Padres. Jake Arrieta is awful. If he even pitches 3 innings, 4 innings, I expect the Houston Astros to score at least 5 to 7 runs within that span. This game should be a blowout. The Houston Astros, I don't care if Jose Urquidy, who's coming off of an injury, has an awful start. Let's say, worst case scenario, he gives up, 5 runs. I think that Houston Astros will score 10 on Jake Arrieta. So, every facet of the game, bullpen, batters, lineup, meaningfulness, pitching, Houston, minus 130, please. Take the Astros tonight.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for today's episode. Quick episode today, but make sure you tune into the IG page for the final picks. And with that being said, hope you guys have a terrific weekend and happy gambling. Peace out.